Open your book to page 225. Today's lesson is to add and subtract rational expressions. So let's go example 1 first to review the basic concept of addition and subtraction of fractions. So you have 7 over 30 minus 25 over 18 plus 1. Now I'm going to put 1 over 1. Okay, make everything to fraction. So when you're adding fractions or subtract fractions, you need to get common denominator. So first thing you have to do is get a common denominator. So step 1, you have to get the LCD. Okay, so step 1, get your LCD. So to get LCD, you need to go and know what to do with that. Again, we covered this before, right, in earlier lessons. So let's get LCD. So 30 and 18, you can divide by 2, so 15 and 9. You can divide by 3, you get 5 and 3. So step 1, you get your LCD. LCD would be equal to 90. Right? You multiply all this together. So that's your step 1, get your LCD. Now your step 2 is get your fraction ready. So put everything over the LCD. So don't do anything with the top. So that's your step 2, get your LCD ready. Again, a lot of people don't want to do this, and that's where they get messed up. So step 2, get your LCD first. Then your step 3, you have to figure out what you need to multiply. So from here to here, you need to multiply by 3. And step 4, you multiply out. So it'll be 21. So over here, again, you go back to step 3. Okay, this you need to multiply by 5. Again, give yourself enough space so you can write down what you need to multiply. Okay, so this would be 125. Over here, you need to multiply by 90. So this will be 90. Okay. So again, you need to figure out how you're going to get from here to here. So from here to here, you need to multiply by 90. Therefore, you need to multiply the top by the same amount. Over here, if you're going from 18 to 90, so you have to multiply by 5 to get to 90. So because you multiply by 5 on the bottom, you need to do the same thing. You need to multiply by 5 on the top. So that's how I get those numbers. Then your step 5, you're just going to add all this together. Okay. And so you end up with negative 14. So you can use your calculator to work it out. So you got negative 14 over 90. And step 6, you simplify. So you can divide by 2. So it'll be negative 7 over 45. And that is your answer. So every problem, you're going to do exactly those 6 steps. So make sure you do that. Okay, so let's go to example 2. So you have 3 over 2u squared minus 1 over uv plus 1 over 6v squared. So step 1, let's get LCD. So LCD, you look at the number. So 2 and 6 is 6. So this number is fairly easy, so you don't have to do that. When it's obvious, you don't have to do that. But if it's not as obvious, then you do that to get LCD. Okay. So the number is 6, the alphabet. Okay, you got u and u squared, so it'd be u squared. And you got v and v squared, so it'd be v squared. So that's your LCD. So first, get your LCD. Then you do step 2, get your LCD ready. So you got 6u squared v squared minus 6u squared v squared plus 6u squared v squared. Okay, again, get your denominator ready before you do anything else. Then you go to step 3. Look from here to here, what do you need to have? Okay, from 2 to 6, you need to multiply by 3. U squared already have, and you need a v squared. So you need to multiply by 3v squared. That's how you're going to get from here to here. Now, because that's what you need to multiply for the bottom, that means the same. You need to multiply for the top. So on the top, you're going to get 9v squared. So that's your step 4. Okay, now so once you do that, you go to the next one. From here to here, you need to multiply by 6uv. Okay? Again, that's what you need to multiply to get from here to here. So you need to do the same for the top. So when you multiply, you get 6uv. Now you go to the next term. From here to here, you're missing the u squared. So multiply by u squared. So you're going to get u squared over here. Then after that, you can go and put everything together. So step 5, you put all this together. Now there's nothing you can combine. So you're going to get 9v squared minus 6uv plus u squared over 6u squared v squared. Okay? So after you put them all together, you have to simplify these. And you have to recognize that this is a perfect square. So you need to think about factoring to cancel things out. So this would be the perfect square, right? That's your step 2b on your factoring. So it's going to be 3v minus u over 6u squared v squared. And that's it. Again, make sure you know your factoring. You got to know your factoring. Okay, let's go to example 3. Example 3, you have 4 over 4x squared minus 1 plus 1 over 2x plus 1 minus 3 over 2x squared plus x minus 1. So you can see the progression, right? So over here, the denominator has only numbers, so it's fairly easy. Now over here, you got variables, so it's a little bit more work. But now, notice this is only one term, but now you have multiple terms. So as soon as you see addition or subtractions, right away you have to do factoring. So you need to go and factor the denominator in order to get your LCD. So let's go and factor the denominator. So this is your step 2a, the difference of squares. So you're going to get 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. Okay, this one you cannot do anything, so just leave it alone. This one over here, you have to go to your master product. So do the master product will be 1, negative 2. So your master product will be 2, comma, negative 1. So break it down. Again, you just have the test on your factoring, right? So this is your inside. So this will be plus 1. This is the outside, so it will be minus 1. Okay, so that's what you have. So your LCD, okay, so your LCD is going to be, so I'm running out of space. Okay, so I'm going to write up here. Okay, so step 1, your LCD is going to be equal to, you're going to need to have a 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. So you need to have all that, and you need to have this one, x plus 1, right? So that's your LCD. So again, step 1, you have to get your LCD, but to get LCD, you have to do all this factoring. So now you go to step 2. So step 2, remember what I said, right? Just get your LCD. Don't do anything else. So you got 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1, x plus 1. So 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1, x plus 1. 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay? So again, that's your step 2. Get your LCD ready. Then you do the step 3. Okay? You compare, see what you need to multiply or what are you missing. Okay, so this one you have, this one you have, this one you don't have. So that's what you need to multiply. You need to multiply by the x plus 1. Right? Again, that's the one you're missing. So that's what you need to multiply. So when you multiply the bottom to get that, you need to also multiply the top. So when you multiply the top, you get 4x plus 4. Right? 4x plus 4. That's how I get that. So that's your step 4. So now you go to the next one here. Okay, this one. Okay, you have this one, but you're missing this one and this one. So you're missing the 2x minus 1 and x plus 1. So now you have to multiply the top with that too. Okay, so 1 times this times that, right? So you're going to get 2x squared. Okay, so you're going to minus x plus 2, so it would be plus x minus 1. So again, you can go off to the side to multiply out. You get that. Okay. Then your next step is this one over here. Again, you look, what are you missing? So this one you're missing. That's what you're missing, right? 2x plus 1. That's the one you need to multiply. So you multiply, you're going to get 6x plus 3. Okay? So that's your step 4. So again, make sure you go and do the step by step, because if you don't, when you get the harder problem like this, you're going to be really confused and messed up. Now your next step is you're going to put all the top together now. Okay, so step 5. So let's get the denominator again. So this one, you have to watch the subtraction. Subtraction, you have to watch all the signs. So first, let's go and change the sign to get this ready. So you got 4x plus 4 plus 2x squared plus x minus 1. So all these are addition, right? This is addition, so this is fine. But you have to watch you have to be extremely careful with this part over here. You need to do the minus 6x, and this is the part that a lot of people get messed up. So it's minus 3. So watch this part right over here. Okay, the very last one right over here. This is where a lot of people gonna forget and messed up. Okay, so now let's go and combine the like terms to simplify. So I got 2x squared, and then I have the 4x, x, and minus 6x. So this will give me minus 1x, and the number 4 minus 1 minus 3 cancels out. Okay. Okay, so that's what I have. Then after that, you need to go and simplify that. So go and factor the x. So you got 2x minus 1. Right, I can factor before you can cancel things out. And you got 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1. So this cancels out. So your final answer would be x over 2x plus 1, x plus 1. And that's your answer. Okay? So again, when things get complicated, that's why you need to go and do things step by step. Again, math, especially algebra, it's all about steps. So learn the steps, you apply it, no matter what kind of problem you have, and you'll be fine. Okay, so learn the steps. Okay, so done recording.